All right. Good morning, good evening, good whatever time it is for you. I am super stoked about this today because yesterday, last weekend, I've had so many self realizations, and I realized like ego and self sabotage, like these are the things that keep us playing small. What do you think about on a daily basis that you have to do or that you should do to better yourself or to better your business or to better whatever's going on in your life right now that you, for whatever reason, don't do? Something small. Think about it right now. Something super small that makes so much sense for you to just do, but for whatever reason you can't do. I know we all have one of them. For me, for a long time, it was working out. Work out more regularly, Camille says. Yep, absolutely. That's the thing is like, it's something so simple. Yeah, I could get up and I could work out, could move my body, I could go for a walk, I could do some jumping jacks, whatever. But for whatever reason, it's like, yeah, you know what? Bed feels really comfy right now and I don't want to get out of it. Right? So what I want you to do now is think about what your goal is. So it is, what's the date today? February 10th. Okay. So we are not that far into the new year. So think about when the new year was coming, how did you feel? Were you excited? Were you setting goals? Because we love to set goals in the new year as human beings. Think about it. What's your goal? What's your goal in this business? What's your goal in life? What is your big, juicy goal that you're going after this year? What does it feel like? And when you really invest yourself into it, think about all the little details. What do you see? What do you hear people saying about you when you hit that goal? And what do you see people doing? What do you see yourself doing? Really invest yourself in it. And when you think about that goal and you think about hitting that goal, where are you? And what are you doing there that you aren't doing now today? And if you think about that and really own it and go, if I'm showing up as my true self, doing that, being that person that I want to be, what am I doing? Am I getting up earlier? Am I working out? Am I investing the time in myself? Am I meditating or whatever it is for you, right? We all have different things. And then think to yourself, how small is that thing that you're not doing? Why am I not doing it? Why? How is it a problem? Think about, okay, so if I don't work out in the morning, not a big deal, really, but what's the domino effect? So I don't work out in the morning. I'm using this example because this was big for me for a long time as well. Okay, so I don't work out in the morning. That means today I'm not going to feel that good about myself. I'm probably going to tell myself, you don't really look that good. You're fat. I was super mean to myself for a really long time. Maybe you're not that mean to yourself. Maybe you go, I don't have that much energy. Damn, this sucks. Why didn't I work out? And then you're going to think about that all day long. But what would have happened if you would have just done it? You would have felt a lot better about yourself. You would have felt a lot better in general, more energy. Yep, absolutely. And then it's the domino effect. You feel good and you go, oh, I did this because I have my bigger goal in mind. And so actually, I'm going to do another thing today because I feel so good. So maybe I'm going to do something I also don't normally do. Maybe I'm going to take more time for my business. Maybe I'm going to reach out to more girls. Maybe this, that, or the other. And then, so what I want you to do is think about that goal that you made this year, the big, juicy goal you're super excited about. What happens if that happens? You're happy, you achieved it, you're feeling great, right? All these feelings. Really envision it. I know a lot of you have mission statements. That's awesome. Think about that. More responsibility, Carly says. Yep. But so all this happens. Think about what doesn't happen if you don't get it. What doesn't happen? Really think about that for a second. It's not something that we think a lot about. We stay the same. Yeah. Worst case scenario, you're exactly where you are right now. Let that sink in. What won't happen? Maybe you don't get to do more things for your family. Maybe you don't get to go on vacation. Maybe you don't get to whatever it is for you. Different things set different for different people. So what I want to talk about is ego and self-sabotage. So a lot of the time we literally will self-sabotage ourselves. We'll go, okay, you know what? So for example, last night, I went out for dinner with my boyfriend. We had a great little date night and it was fun. We shared a bottle of wine at dinner. Haven't drank in probably over a month. And so we used to drink a bottle of wine and it was like nothing. We could go through maybe 3 bottles of wine and just be like, it's fine. Last night, we drank a bottle of wine and we went to a restaurant not far from here. So we just walked because we knew we were going to drink. So we're like, okay, check one thing off. But almost because we walked, we drank more because we were like, oh, we don't have to drive. And then, so we drink a bottle of wine, feeling good, walk home. We live in the basement suite and parents live upstairs. We call the parents and we go, what are you guys doing? Of course, they're drinking a bottle of wine. They're retired. They're living life. And that's great for them. I love that for them. But we haven't drank wine. We haven't drank in general in, over a month, feeling so good, reaching so many of our goals, getting up in the morning, doing our miracle morning, doing all the things that like personally I know I need to do to succeed. And I know that when I drink, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I end up being like, something that's super important all of a sudden isn't important, or lazy ass. Yeah, absolutely. And I get a bit dumb. Yes, we definitely do, because it's poison. It's literally poison in your body, okay? I could go on about that, but I won't. Anyways, so moral of the story, we have a great time with the parents, drank probably 3 bottles of wine with the parents. Ew, that's a lot. I woke up this morning. This call is super important to me. I love getting on this call every Wednesday morning. Makes me feel good. You girls are amazing. And it literally starts the day off making me feel like, oh, I did something so good. These girls make me feel so empowered. Every time I hear the talks, like, goosebumps. It just makes me so happy. My alarm was going off and I was like, ew, what the fuck? Why is my alarm going off? It's so early. And I was like, I drank last night. Like, fuck, nothing matters. Like, let me just turn off the alarm and sleep till whenever I feel like it, because I can. And then I was like, my brain kind of turned on while I was thinking all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I have that call. Oh, I'm presenting on that call. Oh my God, wake up. Like, what? I drank last night for the first time in a while too, and today felt yucky, and so hard to focus. And as I was thinking about all those thoughts in my head, they're self-sabotaging thoughts, they're ego thoughts, they're not true thoughts, because truly, I love waking up early. The morning is my favorite time of the day. Like, I love my mornings where I have them to myself and I can do my miracle mornings, I can do my meditation, this, that, and whatever. And so it got me thinking, and I thought it was so funny because I was already planning on doing a talk about ego and self-sabotage. So why not use my perfect example, And it's something that we all go through, right? Like, a lot of people drink alcohol, right? Like, we don't think about it. It's so socially acceptable. We go, oh yeah, I'm going to go out for dinner, have some drinks, no big deal. How am I going to feel in the morning though? Is it a domino effect, just like I was talking about earlier? Yeah, there's positive domino effects and there's negative domino effects. Choose your domino effect. So getting off of alcohol, not talking about alcohol anymore, talking about the little things that you do every single day that maybe you shouldn't, or that maybe you should do. Oh, if I just did this, it would be a domino effect. It would make me want to do this. So if I just worked out, it would make me feel more inclined to fast or to eat healthy or to move my body more, maybe, or whatever it is. Better phone boundaries. Yeah, I'm bad with that too. But so you already know when you think about your goals, you know what you need to do. You know how you need to show up. So I invite you to literally write it all down. Think about to yourself, okay, this is my goal. If I really, really wanted to show up for myself, what would I do differently? Write it down because you might not know what's really up there. Because sometimes we know what we need to do, but we need to dump it out to really see it. We go, oh, yeah, it makes sense to work out in the morning, but not gonna. And you could think about that in your head for months on end, and then all of a sudden go, ding, ding, ding. Oh, if I want to feel better and I want more energy, I need to work out. This thought just came to me. No, you've been thinking about it for months. You know it. But for whatever reason, you didn't want to do it because self-sabotage, because ego told you, it's not that important. Just like ego told you, I could invite a girlfriend to come see the presentation today that we're going to do at 11 o'clock, but instead I decided, doesn't matter, I can talk to her later. Simple things that we deal with all the time, every single day. But instead, if we said, let me just write it all down, what's going on up here? Let me write it down. And then you read what you wrote. Sometimes you're like, whoa, who wrote that? That is literally a roadmap to my life, but I didn't know it. But you did. It was up here. You just didn't really take the time to listen to yourself. So the more time you spend with yourself, listening to that good voice inside of your head instead of the negative voice inside of your head that's telling you to do all the things that you know you don't want to do or know that you should do, and that voice is saying, no, it's not that important. No, just play small. Keep playing small because we like playing small. Because when we play small, we don't have to have that fear of upgrading our entire life, and that means change. Right? So that is my invitation to you to dump all your thoughts onto paper and think to yourself, do I really want that goal bad enough? Do I want that goal bad enough to dump my thoughts on paper, figure out what I need to change? Because we all need to change something, okay? There's all something we could change that could make tomorrow better, that could make tomorrow get us closer to our goals. But for whatever reason, our little ego is telling us we should still play small. Stop playing small. Wake up and say, I'm going to be as badass as I freaking can today. And what does that mean? Today is the day. Today is the day. That's right. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Not long, but intense. Fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now.